Question 4. How did you use media technologies in the construction and research, planning and evaluation stages? A variety of tools were used to create my music video and digipack, and again, it shows much more in the music video. I used a variety of professional techniques commonly associated with the professional industry of filmmaking to create my music video to the best of my abilities. In the research, I was very keen on planning as many elements of the music video as much as possible, with the intention of creating the digipack afterwards. This included creating a rough storyboard on top of the lyrics, a final storyboard, and other detailed documents including risk assessments and shooting permission for certain locations. I knew that the digipack would mostly be constructed out of what I filmed for the music video, itself acting as a tie-in and link for the visuals, meaning I spent less time worrying about what I wanted in the digipack and what I would need for it, as I knew most of it would come from the music video. So once all the storyboards and preparation were complete, I had to start filming my music video. For the first shoot at Walton, I used my Nikon camera and tripod only. For the majority of still and panning shots, it worked absolutely fine, but when I did tracking shots, the shakiness really shows. To fix this for the next shoot, I bought a Steadicam off of Amazon to help reduce the shakiness. This vastly helped in the editing process as shots ran much smoother. I used this new tool to my advantage and was now able to do shots that ran for a longer duration, making the editing process much easier. I also used a drone to get particular shots I wanted to link back to my research. The drone footage allowed me to get amazing establishing shots, which definitely added to the final product. This was again another amazing piece of technology I wanted to utilise to make my video much more professional. For the actual editing process, I used Final Cut Pro at home, as although I was familiar with Adobe Elements, it lacked particular elements I would need to make my music video. Also, working from home was much easier as I had complete concentration. There were many different editing techniques I used in Final Cut Pro to bring my music video to life. I slowed down the clips from 50 frames per second to 25 frames per second, so that the clips matched the slow pacing of the song. I cropped and adjusted certain clips so that they aesthetically followed rule of thirds. I adjusted the colour using the Match Colour tool and Manual Colorization effect to make sure all the clips were more vibrant in colour and saturation. The editing process for the music video was time consuming and took a lot of careful tweaking and clipping in order to make each shot fit within the timing and duration of the beat of the song. The last process was obviously editing stills taken from the music video into images that could be used for the digipack. This required a bit of tweaking as some of the stills from the clip weren't perfectly in focus, or weren't at the correct angle, but this was no problem to adjust with a few cropping tools. After selecting the best images, I created my digipack to fit within these images. Most notably, the interior utilised the space filled with nothing but leaves and trees by having the text filling the space and creating a successful interior. Overall, there were many different professional techniques I wanted to utilise for my music video, from specific tools during production to editing tools in post-production. The result was moderately successful, but the lack of time management with my stars has allowed me to fully understand and appreciate scheduling and proper arrangements and working with media technologies. Apart from this, I believe the lack of time management doesn't at all reflect in the standards of the music video and digipack. For what I had, the music video and digipack are at the best of my abilities. I may not be too keen on music videos in future, but I'm glad that I took on this challenge, as I have learnt a lot through experience about the do's and don'ts, especially in consideration for which media technologies to use.